Unit 3, Learning Target Number 1. Find the GCF, or the greatest common factor, of two whole numbers less than or equal to 100. Let's begin by understanding what factors are. Factors are simply numbers that multiply together to give another number. For example, two factors of the number 8 are the numbers 2 and 4, because 2 times 4 give you 8. Let's take a look at an example of factors. Here we have 6 oranges, and we look at these and we can divide these into two groups of 3. So one group of factors for the number 6 would be 2 and 3. Well, also we know that there are 6 apples, so the factors of 6 would also be 1 and 6. So in the end, we have 4 factors for the number 6. 1 times 6, 2 times 3, that gives us 4 total factors. Now, 6 is a composite number. It has more than 2 factors. Numbers that have only 2 factors are called prime numbers. For example, we have 5. 5's only factors are the number 1 and the number 5. Prime numbers have only 2 factors, the number 1 and themselves. So numbers like 2, 3, and 5. The number 1 is not a prime factor. It only has one factor, and that is itself. The greatest common factor that we're talking about here, the greatest common factor, is simply the largest factor that two different numbers have in common. In this case, we have 6 oranges and we have 12 apples. We want to find out the greatest common factor between 12 and 6. So we're going to start by listing the different factors. We did 6 last time. We know that 6 is 1 and 6. Those are 2 factors. And then also we have 2 and 3, which gives us a total of 4 factors. Notice as I list them, I start with the smallest number that will go into the number to begin with. So 1 goes into 6 times. Then I move up. Does 2 go into 6? Yes, it does. It goes 3 times. And as I get closer to the middle, there won't be any numbers in the middle anymore, or there'll just be 1, which is the case with number 12. So let's list the factors of the number 12. 1 and 12. Now we'll go to the number 2. Does 2 go into 12? Yes, it does. It goes 6 times. How about the number 3? Does 3 go into 12? Yes, it does. It goes 4 times. And now notice in the middle we have no more numbers. So these are the factors of the number 12. And these are the factors of the number 6. Well, what is the greatest common factor? Well, they both have 1 as a factor. They both have 2 as a factor. They both have 3 as a factor. Only 12 has 4 as a factor. And the number 6 is a factor in both of them. And that is the greatest common factor that both of them have together. So 6 is the greatest common factor that both of those numbers have. And we found that simply by listing them out and finding the biggest number that both of them had in common. Let's do 2 more examples. Let's find the greatest common factor of 9 and 12. So here's 9 and 12. What are our factors of 9? Well, 1 and 9. Does 2 go into 9? No, it doesn't. Does 3 go into 9? Yes. But what do we multiply 3 by to get 9? Well, we multiply 3 by 3. So we simply write the 3 one time. And the factors of 9 are 1, 3, and 9. We did 12 last time. What are the factors of 12? 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. What is the greatest factor? Well, 1 is a factor of both of them. 3 is a factor of both of them. But 9 is only a factor of 9. Therefore, the greatest common factor is 3. Greatest common factor is 3. Let's try 12 and 16. So we did 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. What about 16? 16, we have 1 and 16. Does 2 go into it? Yes, it does. It goes 8 times. How about 3? Nope. What about 4? Well, yes. 4 times 4 is 16, so we only write the 4 once. And those are the factors of 16. Now, the greatest number that they have in common is what? 2? 4. 4 is the greatest number they have in common. So 4 is the greatest common factor of 12 and 16.